Hi, this is Andy Young. Okay, so after you have applied your glue, reassemble your cube like how you would. I didn't put the corners in to let you see how it looks like to have that piece cut off. So if you cut it off perfectly, you have a nice triangle like that. So mine is more or less perfect. So anyway, I'll just leave this aside for now because I will be needing the cube now. So now the next part is to get your edge pieces, your expanded pieces. By the way, if you're making a fuse cube, you're done. You're done with the fuse cube. Now this part is to go on with the evil twin. You basically want to cut off your edges so that they look like this. You want to saw them off so that they look like this. And after that, you want to use some sandpaper or a file to just make this not that sharp. So anyway, how you do that is you get your edge pieces that you do not need. And you first saw off this part, the part without this flat surface. You saw off this part first, then only you saw off the other part, because this is a harder part to saw. So you saw off this part, which is more hollow. So I'll bring in the camera, zoom in for you. So this is the part you want to saw. And again, I say when you're sawing, be very careful. Start slow. Make sure you cut a straight line. And as you go deeper, you feel it's a bit harder to saw, then don't do it fast because you might go out of alignment. You want to go slow, take long cuts, long slow cuts. That way you see there's a nice part there, nice cut. You get this piece here, really nice cut. And after that you want to sand that down a bit because of the extra parts. And after that you put it flat down. Now you'll be able to put it flat down, and now you'll be able to saw the butt off. You want to saw it a bit slightly inward so that you don't have any extras. Saw it straight down or slightly inwards if you're afraid that you will go out of alignment. But if you saw it outwards, don't worry, because in the end you'll be able to sand it off. So anyway, this is how it looks like sawing the edge piece. Next is to saw the corner piece. Actually, I do not like sawing corner pieces. I just use a plier and just remove the pieces. But how to saw a corner piece? Just put it on the edge and just start sawing at it. This one is the easiest part, corner pieces actually. Just saw that piece off and you practically got it off. Or alternatively, if you're like me, you have these pliers. You just want to just clip these off. Cut strategically and then remove. Remove the pieces like how I do. I actually prefer this method because it's cleaner and it's easier. So anyway, just keep on removing, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye. After assembling your fused cube, this is what it should look like. This one is more or less perfect compared to my previous one. You can finger stick it. Really nice. Spins perfectly. Tensions have been adjusted. So this is my second fuse cube, and it's really nice. It's better, much better than my first one. After you have done all those, you just want to set aside 4 edge pieces that you have cut. 4-inch pieces for the top, 4-inch pieces for the bottom, 3 corners for the top, 3 corners for the bottom, and 2-inch pieces for the sides, and another 2-inch piece for another side. So basically that's all you need. 2, 2, 4, 4, so that's 12 edges and 6 corners. 12 edges and 6 corners. So that's all you need to remember. That's all you need to saw and cut up. So basically with 4 cubes you can make 2 evil twins. No, not 4, 5. With 5 cubes you can make 2 evil twins, because you do not use all the parts from the first cube. That's why I'm making my second one, because my first one used half of that cube and my second one's going to use another half. So basically what you'll be doing is you'll be cutting these pieces to be sticked here. I did a very bad job. I didn't saw these. I used my clippers, which is what I actually use to do my corners. Clippers are much easier to use, especially when you're doing your corners. Let me show you one more time how you do it. You clip at the shorter part. You put your clipper into the hollow section, and you clip it at a shorter part, and you clip all the way in. You clip it once, you clip it another time here, just next to it, and then you see you have 2 cuts there. Show you that you have 2 cuts. Then you make a few more strategic cuts that are deep. I like to make it here so that I can remove this one. This piece is the first piece you want to remove. Why? Because it gives you more space to cut. See, it gives you a big piece there. It's much faster than sawing. It's much more efficient. And when you remove, try not to remove bit by bit. Try to remove a whole chunk like this, so that you do not have scraps. A lot of scraps. This is the big one I remove, and then after that you just remove the bits. I try to have as little bits as possible, because they are really difficult to clip after that. So basically that's what you do to remove the bits. Yeah, that's 1 bit, 2 bits. And for the remaining I just sand off, or I just use a blade. Actually using a blade is much easier compared to sanding, but it's really dangerous. Like, I just cut my hand again. I cut my hands quite a few times. I will teach you how to use the blade later. So let's do things systematically. Saw everything first, then only go into sanding or cutting with a blade. I use a blade, but it's dangerous. So anyway, saw everything first. I've done 1 layer. I can actually glue this on first, but gluing them on will not be systematic. It'll be very, very messy, because I have to do the gluing part a few times, and that's a bit troublesome. So I'm going to do my second layer, my bottom layer, and then after that I'll be finishing up with my last 2 edges. So it's going to take me around, what, 10 minutes, 20 minutes max, if I do not cut myself anymore. So yeah, watch out for the next